Hello and welcome back to The Give and Go. I'm your coach Reynoso here with my boy
Soltero. What's up, guys?
And today we welcome to the show a very special guest. From playing street soccer in Toronto to starring in MLS, making his mark with the Vancouver Whitecaps, and even earning a call-up to the Canadian national team. He's fast, he's fearless, and he somehow always finds space on that left flank, bro. Always, one way or another. He's one of the brightest young talents for Canadian football right now. Please welcome to the show, Ali Ahmed. Thank you for coming, my friend.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you, appreciate it.
Now, I saw that you're nursing a bit of an injury. I was curious to hear about that, how you're doing, just a little bit of an update. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling much better, man. I got an ankle injury, high ankle, little sprain. Happened at the Gold Cup, but I'm really close now. I'm really, really close, so I'm positive now. I'm back on the field, training and to some sort of capacity, and I should be back on the field for games soon.
Dude, that's great because I think Vancouver's definitely going to need you going into the second half of the season. Not only are you trying to make playoffs, I think you're past that. You're going for silverware this season. You're towards the top of the table, Vancouver Whitecaps, in the Western Conference. But you as well having a great season right before the injury. 5 assists in that first half of the season. Absolutely amazing. You and Vancouver are flourishing right now. And I'm curious, maybe just for you specifically, what is the biggest change that you've noticed maybe about how you're approaching the game this season compared to last season?
Just more calm and, confident. First 2 years was kind of getting a feel of things and feeling out the league and, learning the game and the little things. But this year, just trying to take the next step, understanding my role and understanding what the team needs from me and just being composed and trying to be clinical this year and, started off, solid, and unfortunate this injury probably going to keep me out for about, total time will probably come to 8 weeks. But once I'm back out there, just try and bring the same mindset, same energy, same level to the team, and finish the year strong.
I mean, man, at the end of the day, 8 weeks might seem long for you. I've been injured 12-plus years, bro. I could have made up. I've been injured years, man. I've been injured for years. But with the Vancouver Whitecaps and what you guys are trying to achieve this year, big news, big headlines with the acquisition of Thomas Muller. What's your reaction to getting this gargantuan piece, a big name that is a legend for Bayern Munich, coming to play for Vancouver Whitecaps? I think the fit is perfect. What's your reaction to that, and how is he going to help the team?
Excited, man. It's exciting. It's exciting to see, one of the biggest, the most probably one of the most decorated player in his generation come to our club over here in Vancouver, and help us on this journey that we've been on this year. Legend in Germany, legend in this game, 13 Bundesliga titles. 2 UEFA Champions League, World Cup. I can keep going on, but him bringing all of that experience and success to this team with the young guys we have, and a team that's trying to win. You know what I mean? We've been in the playoffs the last 2 years, but no real silverware in the MLS. So. He's going to help us a lot with that, I think, just bringing his experience and his intelligence to the game, So I think exciting, very, very exciting to have him here.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, it's going to be pretty crazy. I'm curious, just quick, insider info. Do you, as players, find out before everybody else, or do you find out just like a fan does?
I'll be honest with you. Sometimes we do, for sure. Yeah, sometimes we do.
Okay.
For sure, we hear things sometimes, and sometimes we don't.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we'll have to meet up again because I've seen videos of Thomas Muller be goofy behind the scenes, but then all of a sudden he can ball out like it's nothing. So I'm curious to hear your experience with meeting him and training with him and sharing a team with him. But overall, for the Vancouver Whitecaps, we've already talked about silverware. What would it mean to you to lift the MLS Cup with Vancouver Whitecaps, a team that you've been with your whole career? What would that mean to you?
I think it'll be extra special for me. This is a club that allowed me to live up my dream. It gave me a chance. When I was lost and when I was down and didn't think there was a route for me to make it pro and live out my dreams and give me this career. This is the club that allowed me to be where I'm at now. So winning it with this club, winning the MLS Cup is special within itself. But for me, doing it with this club would mean the world to me. And I think we see the vision, we see it. I think we really believe there's a great chance for us this year.
Yeah, and I would actually love to highlight the journey that you've been on to become a professional footballer, because I think the fans would be very interested to hear it. As a teenager, you weren't tied to any MLS academy, but at 17 years old, you decided to go to Europe by yourself for months at a time and just trial for various European clubs, specifically starting in Portugal. And that's just crazy to me, because I was in school. We were just doing algebra homework at the time, man. And I wasn't thinking about career or anything like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm just curious, what inspired you? What motivated you to make such a bold decision at such an early age?
I just wanted it so bad. I wanted it so bad, and I think every player has their story. A lot of these guys here have a story, and in all the adversity and trials and tribulations they've had to go through. And for me, I can't lie. Like, sometimes I look back at some of my memories and see some of the things I did to get to where I wanted to get. And I don't know if me right now, I would not do that.
Wow.
I used to be looking at the things I used to do it was kind of crazy. I used to see and just say, damn, I was crazy for real. I wasn't the most highly touted at my young age, so I got an opportunity, and I thought I had a good shout in Portugal when I was 17. So I went over there by myself. I was staying in a hostel. I didn't have too much knowledge within the football industry, and I didn't have too much patience. At that time, I really and truly didn't know the rule that you have to be 18 before you can play and register and play. And so I was 17 but wasn't playing league matches, so I was a bit confused. And when I turned 18 in October, I didn't know I had to wait until the next transfer window, which was January, to register. So when I turned 18, I thought, okay, I should be playing now. But I was rushing for some reason, and then I ended up leaving in December. So, but yeah, it was a very good experience for me. Living by myself, you learn a lot. It was good for me, good experience.
Yeah, it's kind of like that blissful ignorance you kind of have when you're younger, honestly, and you can make decisions like that. Whereas nowadays, I don't know. Yeah, like you just said, you don't know if you would do that now. It's just part of being young, I think. But it's still so cool that you're able to put yourself in those situations in Portugal with these trials and MLS Next, and then also with the Canadian national team, because honestly, it all seems to have happened really quick for you, to the point where now I go on your Instagram and your top 2 pinned photos are right alongside the greatest player of all time, in my opinion, Lionel Messi. What does that mean to you to go on the path that you just highlighted, but then be able to share the pitch with a guy like Lionel Messi? I mean, bro, that's crazy, man. But what did that moment mean to you?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, for real. Like, it's crazy. I wouldn't have, thought there would be a chance of, me competing at the highest level against one of the greatest to ever play, if not the greatest. Not
Are
just
you a
once.
Ronaldo guy? You were in Portugal.
I was in Portugal for sure, but I think, if I'm being honest, overall, I think I might have to lean Messi way.
Okay.
But yeah,
Hold on.
I might have to. But yeah, just playing against him not once, even 3-4 times, 2 times at the Copa America, 2 times here in Vancouver. It's crazy. It's just it's a blessing for me. But sometimes I don't want to let that slow me down. But definitely an honor to be playing at the highest level against the greatest to play the game.
Yeah, so many Canadian players have been on the rise over these last 3-4 years. You're definitely one of them, man. And that's what I love about this Canadian national team right now is, yeah, there's the European stars, Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David, right? But then there's these MLS stars, Jacob Schaffelberg, Ali Ahmed, just popping off in the MLS, getting called up, starting for the Canadian national team, having a huge impact. Where did all of this come from? And there might not be a real answer here, but is the milk just stronger? What happened to this generation? Why?
For real.
What's the success? Is soccer just more popular now, you think?
Yeah, I think, honestly, like, a lot of the guys on our national team that are coming up are, like, late bloomers, are, like, guys you probably would never heard of when they were 15, 16, 14. Or guys who never even played in the MLS academies, guys who just who came out of nowhere. Maybe just that extra hunger in them. You know what I mean? Like a Moise, Bombito. I can go through the whole national team. Like, honestly, not a lot of those guys were, big time names when they were 15, 16, 17, 18. They come out of nowhere. They make it 21, 22. So yeah, I don't know. Honestly, we even talk about that sometimes. But yeah, a lot of late bloomers for us. But I'm not sure what it is.
It's a beautiful time to be Canadian. I think just the Canada national team and the World Cup coming, it's all building to, I think, a really, really important peak and a very important moment for not just the national team, but yourself. I mean, even us as podcasters, we're looking at the 2026 World Cup as, it might not get better than that, bro. Yeah. It might not, because we're here in the U.S. and Austin, Texas. I'm curious to know, what are you most looking forward to in regards to Canada and the World Cup being played in your home territory? What's the one thing you're most looking forward to?
The first day, the first game, first kickoff. Playing in a World Cup already is special in itself. But I don't think as a player you'll get the chance to ever play 2 World Cups at home, or you know what I mean? Like to even witness a World Cup at home is special. But now being a part of it is, it's a dream. So just that first game in Toronto, first game in Vancouver, just wanting to see the stadium in red and just ready to leave it all out there for this country, man.
Goosebumps, man.
Yeah. I'm so excited, man. But yeah, it's a great point though that Canada's hosting this along with the USA. I think it's such a big moment for both countries. You add in Mexico, there's going to be a crazy tournament. And just looking at your story, all that hard work, that determination is paying off, man. It's paying off. You're an absolute joy to watch right now. Definitely one of my favorite players. I'm saying the name Vancouver more this year than I have my entire life.
Yes, sir.
And it's a good thing because the progressive attacking football is not just best in the MLS. Went all the way to a CONCACAF Champions Cup final as well. So Vancouver's going off right now. You're a big part of it, Ali.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Ali, as a last remaining fun question, I think I saw on Wikipedia that you're from Toronto. Therefore, I have to ask you, what's your favorite Drake album?
Favorite Drake album?
It's Views, isn't it?
No.
He's a Kendrick fan.
No. Maybe Nothing Was the Same.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that one.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that one. That one has some bangers on it.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, bro. It was a pleasure talking to you. And as Soltero said, he's actually going to go see you guys play pretty soon.
I'll be there next weekend.
In Vancouver?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to Vancouver.
Oh,
going to try and catch the game at the weekend. So I'm actually really excited, man.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, dope, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll see you here, man.